It is good to have you join us this lovely Thursday afternoon. My name is Michael Olatunbosun. Welcome to Talking Points on Splash FM 105.5. Let's do the business of setting agenda, and let's also reflect on the nationhood of Nigeria. Quite a number of things are brought to the table today. I thought we should, or we could, reflect on some of these matters, essentially to see how we make sense of them to make sense of Nigeria. How about that on the program today? It's the 8th day in April 2021. Welcome once again. Okay, so first off, a peep into the newspapers, and then I'll bring you conversations around some of the questions about Nigerians' security and perceptions about Nigeria's security and the phenomenon of self-help, if you like. These are some of the questions I'll be bringing to the table today on the program. And I'll be most sure that I'll get Odia Ofemum to speak to some of these issues all in a moment. Okay, so that's the deal for today, okay? Let me just look at the newspapers first and see if we could draw some stories and see if we could make sense of them. Okay, first of all, I was looking at the papers earlier today, and I saw this this story about the sports festival in Edo State. I remember that the 20th sports festival had been going on. It's called the National Sports Festival. I remember also that on Tuesday, I talked about the International Day of Sports for Development and Peace. And I had a Blessing and Ayo in the house here, and we talked about the intricacies of getting sports to answer to our hunger and thirst for national development and peace. We also talked about the attitude, the national attitude of the country generally to sports, and how we have politicized the sporting arena and also polluted the sporting ecosystem to make it less effective for the total common development of the nation. Okay, so that's why you heard this story, the sports festival that, should be happening, maybe having day 5 or day 6. And then you have this story. And the story here says, Edo government to shut down 20th National Sports Festival today due to paucity of funds. It's the Nigerian Tribune, of course. Barring last-minute changes, the Edo State government has concluded plans to shut down the ongoing 20th National Sports Festival, tagged Edo 2020, by 12 noon today over the refusal of the federal government to support the state with funds as promised. Okay, so the decision was to take the drastic action. Nigerian Tribune gathered was informed by the paucity of funds that has hit the hosting state, which has expended so much money rebuilding the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, venue of the sports fiesta, to international standard. Our project manager in the Media and Communications Subcommittee of the Games, Mr. Musa Bohiana, who first disclosed the decision to shut down to newsmen late Wednesday night, added that the decision was taken after an emergency meeting of the local organizing committee under the headship of the Deputy Governor, Comrade Philip Schwaibu. Okay, but just a few hours ago, the story also emerged. This is coming from the federal government. National Sports Festival continues as planned, says federal government. The battle of wits between the Edo State government and the federal government over the ongoing 20th National Sports Festival, tagged Edo 2020, holding in Benin City, Edo State capital, continued on Thursday as the federal government, Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development, said the sports fiesta continues as scheduled. The federal government's stance runs contrary to the decision taken late Wednesday night by the local organizing committee, LOC, headed by Philip Shaibu, deputy governor of Edo State, that the festival would be shut down midday today because they had reneged on its promise to reimburse the state government for the several postponements of the fiesta due to the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic. But in a statement issued by the ministry early this morning and titled National Sports Festival in Benin Continues, the federal ministry insisted that it had not received any communication from the host state regarding the shutdown of the fiesta. Wow. This is the story. What do you say? Okay, so I guess I'll just open the phone lines in a few moments. We drank water mixed with petrol, says rescued Kaduna student. One of the free students of the Federal College of Forestry Mechanization, Afaka, Kaduna State, Francis Paul, has said they were given water mixed with petrol to drink whenever any one of them wanted to drink water for the number of days they were in captivity. Speaking in an interview with Nigerian Tribune Wednesday, shortly after he was handed over to his parents, Paul said the experience at the hands of the bandits was a very sad one, which he wouldn't like to recall. The 200-level agricultural technology student also said they were served twice with talge, a mixed watery guinea corn, as food. He said, and I quote, the 38 of us were served with this delicacy, talge. We just ate to put something in our stomachs. It's tasteless and very difficult to swallow. You couldn't imagine how the 38 of us will just eat in a bowl, he stressed. Okay, that's the story. The headline here reads, we drank water mixed with petrol, says rescued Kaduna student. Again, gunmen attack Imo police station, kidnap policemen. Whoa. Gunmen in the early hours of Thursday attacked the Mbieri Divisional Police Headquarters situated in Baitoli local government area of Imo State. The Punch gathered from an indigene of Mbieri that the fleeing gunmen struck around 1 a.m. and immediately released the suspects in custody in the police facility. The gunmen also took away the phones belonging to suspects and the police operatives at the division. Okay, so that's the story indeed. Again, gunmen attack police, police, Imo police station, kidnap policemen. Goki is here with me. Goki, good afternoon and welcome to Talking Points.
Good afternoon, Micah. It's nice to be here again.
Okay, it's always nice to, discuss issues, that concern our nation.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take the matter of the attack once again in, an Imo State police station. Should we describe them as bandits or hoodlums? How should we describe these people who are attacking police formations and so brazenly doing so? Attacking a police station. I wouldn't have thought that was possible, really.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite unfortunate. I mentioned sometimes while we were engaging on this, we talked about it. That of course, if we are attacking the security men, what exactly is going to happen to us? If the security people are not even safe themselves. But of course, there is this story that I just want to draw your attention to. Like the ex-director of DSS said the DSS alerted Usodima police 3 times before Imo attacks. Said, it's there on Punch. You find it that they were alerted before it. The truth of the matter is this is security deficiency. And of course, in 2021, we should not be discussing things like this. It is quite unfortunate. And I have said it earlier, that I don't know the hunger of these people. We don't know whether they are bandits, whether they are hoodlums. We don't know whether they are some sect or anything. But the truth of the matter is attacking police station, killing policemen, kidnapping them will not solve the security problem in Nigeria. It will only compound the problem. It's not going to solve it. So I expect that the governor, Opuzodima, should do something about it. It's that time you stop all of these killings around. If security men are not safe, then we save, for Christ's sake.
You're asking Uzodinma to do something. So just like you said, the DSS said, he claimed that they alerted the governor.
So what have you done with the intelligence that was given out?
But we usually say that the governor is the chief security officer of a state. He doesn't control the police. He doesn't control the DSS. He doesn't control the NSCDC. He doesn't control any of them.
He doesn't control them. That is right. But the truth of the matter is, you can as well influence what goes on in your state. Remember the fact that it's not the head of the police that was elected in. You told the people that you will secure them while you were going to campaign for vote and the rest. So the truth of the matter is, if you are not the chief security of the state, you should find something to do about it. People will not mention the new IG. People will not mention the DSS. They will mention his name. And that is the truth of the matter.
Okay, so let's listen to something here. And I will ask you, it's just a few minutes really. Odia Ofemum speaks to something related to this matter. It is still the 2021, Obafemi Awolowo lecture. Odia Ofemum was talking around the theme "Wither Nigeria," and he mentioned something that I need you to pay attention to. These statements, please. He talked here about the loss of confidence in the central security infrastructure of the country, and then the emergence of the strong men, the ethnic militia and strong men who are trying to do what you call self-help in the country. And then it also talked about the regional activities as well as individual states coming up to say they want to solve the security problems of their states because they seem to have lost confidence in the national security architecture. Listen to Odia Ofemum, and it's still talking points on Splash FM. Please don't go away.
The nepotistic surveillance of government at the federal levels and the consequent difficulty of having a rational, non-ascriptive discussion of civic competence has compounded the problem. Understandably, the local populations across the country, feeling unprotected and betrayed, have accountably lost faith in the national security apparatus. They view all the security forces, all of them under determinate parochial ethnic leadership, as being easily and constantly overtaken by virtual hoodlums who perpetrate mayhem. Hoodlums, so-called, are pumping general distrust into public space with forms of impunity, daring all communities to set up their own homegrown security arrangements. In the Middle Belt, Northeast, Northwest, Southeast, Southwest, and the Niger Delta, communities and zones are having to seek self-help away from national security organizations in order to fend off constitutional constraints and restraints. The self-help approaches have been taking the form of basically semi-formal or makeshift formations, such as the seemingly unending dictum at the Boko Haram front. In Borno and Yobe states, the state governments had to set up what are called civilian joint task forces in order to feel safer. More recently, they have been toying with the idea of hiring foreign mercenaries to relieve federal agents of intermittent attacks on the governor's entourage. In Kano State, lacking faith in the federal police system, the governor has relied on the Sharia-oriented police Hisbah, which has been very quickly copied by other Sharia-compliant states. Some 3 such organizations have been set up right down to local government levels in 22 of Nigeria's 36 states. They have entertaining names like Yan Kasai, local vigilantes in Zamfara State, Yan Banga in Sokoto, Anomi in Taraba, Kaduna State Vigilante Service Boys, Borno Youth Volunteers under JTF, Neighborhood Watch Group in Ebonyi State, and Neighborhood Safety Corps Agency in Rivers State. The widespread and elective nature of these security organizations outside federal charge have not roused the federal government to the positive threshold policy. Not to forget, the federal country has been advertised with the formation or Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, which has contributed a negative perception to the rating of the Nigerian security system by being adept at corruption and extrajudicial killings. The agitation by the End SARS movement, mounted from state to state, but mostly in Lagos State, for the Special Anti-Robbery Squad to be banned, has gone beyond uproar to threats of regime change. This, it seems, it was has made federal umbrage to assume proverbial counter-insurgency features like seeking out the leaders of the avowedly leaderless movement for arrest, torture, and seizure of bank accounts. In effect, instead of abiding by the intermittent agreements and official announcements of the ban on SARS, the federal government has been rather more adept at showing how inauspicious SARS has been in the annals of securing undertakings. It is not surprising that the mounting campaigns to end SARS engendered quite a resounding movement that seems to be unending. By the way, the search for solutions beyond such federal interventions was seriously highlighted when the 6 governors of the 6 southwest states of Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Ondo, and Ekiti announced the creation of the Western Nigeria Security Network, which they called Operation Amotekun, the Leopard. It was patently anticlimactic to see the Attorney General and Minister of Justice of the Federation, Shehu Malami, describing it as illegal. Many people had thought that the Southwest governors were merely following the motions of the common Nigerian practice, made famous by the Nigerian Army, of giving fearsome names to security operations or security units, as in the case of Black Scorpion, Crocodile Smile, Operation Puff Aga, and Operation Python Dance. Such naming of security outfits by state governments tended to indicate seriousness while assuring the public of a change of focus.
All right, it's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Odia Ofemum, they're talking about the national feeling of unprotection. So a lot of the regions, the states, and individuals are feeling unprotected, and therefore you have a preponderance of those whom Odia Ofemum described as virtual hoodlums, who are daring communities to set up homegrown security structures. So what you have around is people helping themselves to, secure their own lives and property rather than have faith in the government. I mean, the federal government. Because you could see that based on, just like what he said, if you look at the Northeast, the Northwest, the North Central, so you have a semblance of regional, help, self-help in terms to put security in place. If you come down to the Southwest here, you have the Amotekun Corps, and so everybody seems to be doing his own thing because they've lost trust or faith in the nationally controlled policing structure. What does that tell you?
That tells me that we are not saving the country. That tells me that we are not doing well when it comes to security matters. Because the truth of the matter is these people don't feel safe in the first place. Because while one region said, okay, we don't think we can trust the federal government for our safety. Our people are being killed. Our people are being kidnapped. We cannot move freely, even in our own community. So what do? We have to protect ourselves. Then you see other groups saying, if others can get that done, then I think we can also get our own done. You will see the whole of the matters concerning Amotekun. Of course, some states now have Amotekun doing well. And I must say this, that the way I was passing through in Oyo yesterday, I was passing through the Amotekun office yesterday, and you need to see how busy this place is, Michael. A lot of people trooping in and trooping out. In fact, the heart of security there, I don't know, I stand to be corrected, is Amotekun. Because a whole lot of, I think a policeman even came to come and take one criminal away from the Amotekun office. This is to show that the people no longer trust the federal system concerning security. And when you hear the likes of Malam Nasiru El-Rufai saying it is time for state police, we can no longer do this. It shows we have a lot of things to do.
Even the Osun State governor also was reported to have said so recently.
So if governors would, you said something very, very instructive. If you claim that I am the chief security of the state, but I don't have control over any of these security outfits, then who am I?
You're just a donor. And that's basically what they do. They just donate Hilux vans
they donate Hilux vans,
but they don't have control.
They don't have control. So how do you make me chief security officer of what I don't have control over? So these people, these governors are actually a place. So the truth of the matter is, and the way the matters are being treated makes the people feel as if, no, this is tribalism here. You know, Ohanes, the Indigo, the rest, a lot of groups are having issue with the new IGP. And you see that the common man is not even interested. Amotekun is around, we are safe. They don't care about the police. How many people will just carry their matters to go and meet the police? Now, they would rather prefer that Amotekun take control.
That's a worrying sign.
A worrying sign. So it is time for us to sit down. It is time for the president, for the governors to sit down and look at this. Very, very important.
All right, it's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. A commercial break on the cards. Please don't go away.
Splash FM 105.5.
mo ní adùn ẹ̀ lékeka ní ó rẹwà tó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. má bá mi jiyàn sẹ́.
kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
wo ara tuntun tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dá sí ara orin mu làkàṣẹ́rà. Báyọ̀ sọ wípé ó rẹwà gan. èmi sọ wípé ẹwà ẹ̀ kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀ àti pé adùn ẹ̀ sì tún lékeka. ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń fàmọ́ra lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn o.
ó yá mo wá kí n wò ó.
àdúró náà kí ló dé o jẹ fẹ́ mú tán.
adùn èso ápùlù tí ò lábùlà àmì ìdánimọ̀ tuntun méjèèjì ló lù papọ̀ làkàsẹ́rà ti wá kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ̀gbádùn èso ápùlù ohun mímu inú làkàsẹ́rà ìgbádùn tí ò lábùlà adùn rẹ̀ yàtọ̀ gedegbe àwọ̀ rẹ̀ sì tún fani mọ́ra jẹ̀gbádùn aláìláfiwé nínú ohun mímu làkàsẹ́rà ó yàtọ̀ mò ń gbádùn ẹ̀ gan-an ni o.
ẹ bá ń kalẹ̀ mọ́ fàlejò tó fẹ́ wọlé tó bá wọlé tán bí kò má jáde ní mọ́rí àbá àbíkàyà rọ́mọdá.
oṣù àbíyì oṣù àpọ́nlé oṣù ẹ̀yọ́nú tún ti dé o. oṣù Ramadan tí gbogbo èèyàn máa ń jìfà fàmìàfàmìà lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba Allah pẹ̀lú ṣíṣe àwọn onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò lọ́lọ́kọ̀ òjọ̀kan yálà lóru àti lọ́sàn-án àwẹ̀ Ramadan ìyẹn lórí ìkànnì ọmọlúwàbí Splash FM 105.5 àti Lágẹ̀lú FM 96.7 àsìkò rẹ̀ o látún ti wá fagbọ̀n kọ́rẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba lékè ọlá pẹ̀lú ṣíṣe àwọn onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò bí oníṣẹ́jú 5, 10 àti 15. bákan náà làǹfààní tún ṣí sílẹ̀ fún yín o láti kẹ́bùn wá fàmìàfàmìà fáwọn èèyàn láti máa fi ṣèfàjẹ́ lóru àwẹ̀ ẹ tètè máa bọ̀ wá o sí ìkànnì ọmọlúwàbí Splash FM àti Lágẹ̀lú FM òkè gájòkè láti wá ṣòǹgbọ̀wọ́ àwọn ètò nínú lámàlánà yìí fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ pè Amir Lukman Tijani sórí nọ́mbà yìí 080-733-21933. oṣù àwẹ̀ Ramadan tó wọlé dé yìí Ọlọ́run ọba ò ní dùn wá ládàá Allahumma àmín.
Chidi, now where you dey go dey jump road up and down?
Na papa say make I buy am shakis.
Shagini? Oh, I don tell this man say make you no dey send this boy buy alcohol na. Papa Chidi, abeg no dey send this pikin buy shakis o.
Mama Chidi, why na? No be buy I say make him buy, make I no dey send am message again.
Papa Chidi, you no know say na small before you go wan know how the thing dey taste and if that one come happen, when you come dey drink am, gangan, na big problem be that o.
E reach that one?
Yes o, Papa Chidi, e reach. Person wey never reach 18 no suppose touch alcohol. Papa Chidi, you hear me so? Even the Federal Ministry of Health talk say alcohol na for only person wey don reach 18.
Okay o, I don hear. I no go send am again. In fact, make I go tell am myself. Chidi!
Now, Distillers and Blenders Association of Nigeria, DBAN, will be subsector of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, bring on this message.
We have come to the end of the cooking competition. World famous chef Big Shot will decide the best food.
Wow, he has finished the food. So, who will he crown winner?
And it's a tie, ladies and gentlemen. All the chefs have been declared winners.
Woo!
Ladies, what's your secret?
No matter where you come from or your taste, you can make great meals every time with Onga, the seasoning of Niger. Now made with locally sourced soya for more nutritional benefits.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Olúwa yóò ṣohun gbogbo tó fẹ́ o, àṣẹ ń bẹ lẹ́nu wòlíì rẹ̀, Prọfẹ̀sà Òjó, ọmọ lójú Jésù.
ìsọjí orí afẹ́fẹ́ ti dé. gbogbo wa ká máa kíra wa kú oríire. bí olúwa ti ń bẹ tí ẹ̀mí rẹ̀ wá. ọgbọ̀n ìṣẹ́jú ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni wòlíì ọlọ́run Prophet Sam Ojo ọmọ lójú Jésù bàbá Ṣẹ́gẹ̀dógó tó fi máa wàásù gbàdúrà fún gbogbo ènìyàn láti túnde jáde. mú wa wọnú ògo titun pẹ̀lú ìfàmì òróró yàn tún wòlíì ọlọ́run aláyé Prophet Sam Ojo ọmọ lójú Jésù bàbá Ṣẹ́gẹ̀dógó lórí ìkànnì yìí Splash 105.5 FM láàrin aago mẹ́wàá alẹ́ sí aago mẹ́wàá àbọ̀ alẹ́ lójoojúmọ́. gbogbo ìgbòkègbodò rẹ látàárọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ yọrí sí rere. èṣù ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbá eré ọwọ́ rẹ dànù. ó ṣe pàtàkì kó wà nínú ẹ̀mí. láago mẹ́wàá alẹ́ pẹ̀lú wòlíì ọlọ́run tí náà ẹ̀mí mímọ́ jó bulabula nínú ẹ̀. Prophet Sam Ojo ọmọ lójú Jésù. ó di dandan kó o ní testimony. tó o bá ti gbọ́ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Jésù lolúwa.
Neighbor, this your phone I don't dey I am since so.
Hey, na itel A37 o. Even my daughter dey follow me drag am and the camera clear.
How much you buy am?
Shikini money, and if you buy am now, itel fit sama you with 37 seconds of shopping spree for Easter.
True.
Oh yes, win 37 seconds shopping spree this Easter when you buy the new itel A37 smartphone with water drop display. Promo runs from March 20th till April 30th. Terms and conditions apply. itel A37, your best choice.
Ìyá bọ̀lì àǹtí, ìyá bọ̀lì ètò, ìyá bọ̀lì tèmi nìkan ṣoṣo.
Pásá mi pa.
Wetin you want? Abeg, when you go market, I really need more Maggi chicken. Maggi chicken gangan ni o.
Ewo tún ni Maggi chicken gangan.
Na the real Maggi chicken, Maggi ẹlẹ́dìyẹ. If you no sabi the difference, make I tell you. Dem write Maggi chicken flavour seasoning on top the bag. Maggi chicken flavour, e dey give food ogbonge taste, colour and aroma wey go totori you. O ṣá mọ̀ pé ẹnu tèmi dùn.
O ṣé, ìyá Risi of life.
Yes, ke. When asking for seasoning, ask for the real Maggi chicken flavour. Maggi chicken flavour gangan ní kẹ́ béèrè fún. Pẹ̀lú Maggi, ẹ ṣe oúnjẹ tó dá yàtọ̀.
A fully furnished, nice and comfortable hostel accommodation in University of Ibadan, or a place for seminars and executive trainings at the same venue? You do not have to worry. Adebayo Akonde Hall suits your lodging needs and provides you a home away from home. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. To make reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call the numbers 0805-699-8718, 0805-699-8719, 0805-699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
You see that your cousin will not dey carry last for food matter? And that your niece will not like to chop better thing?
No, I know the shop am.
What about the uncle will not get shit? And that your guy will always like drink the last Coca-Cola? We sabi them. But without them, food not is sweet. Coca-Cola and food together tastes better.
Taste the feeling.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, it's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. And you can check us out on Facebook, okay? Live streaming www.facebook.com/Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan. And here we are. Okay, so we're talking about the security situation or insecurity situation, whichever one you choose. You are still on course. But the point is that we need to understand that there's a need for everybody to make effort towards making peace to reign in the country. You cannot get any development. You can't put any development to the table whatsoever if the people are not safe. there's an update about the this attack on an Imo police station here. The Vanguard here claims that they kidnapped more than 5 persons. That's a rider to that story. I heard a female voice, eyewitness say, and then we have urged security to fish out perpetrators. Imo government here says. We were talking about the brazen, manner in which informal, militia, are coming up. And the words bandits and hoodlums are beginning to sound like cliches. They've lost, seem to have lost the sense of urgency that we should apply to them. When we hear that some bandits are on rampage or hoodlums are on rampage, we seem to think that it's okay for that to happen. It's not okay for bandits to, really take over. And it beats me that bandits or whatever, by whatever appellation, could be attacking police formations, and we're all looking helpless.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate state in which we are. Bandits, whatsoever thing you want to call them, hoodlums, now attack police stations, and we hear matters up and down. Of course, Michael, I must say, we're getting used to it. Because the truth of the matter is, you hear about bandits today, bandits tomorrow, hoodlums tomorrow. We are getting used to this insecurity, and it is unfortunate in 2021.
In 2021, okay, the numbers 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Those are the numbers. Talk to me now. Let's get your perspective to these matters that we put on the table today on the program Talking Points on Splash FM. Ring us up and let's get talking. The phone lines are open and alive. So if you'd like to join in conversing or conversation, if you like, concerning these matters across the nation, and still security matters. Saw somewhere where a monarch was kidnapped. This is the Vanguard newspaper. I'll come back to that story in a moment. I have a caller here. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Mike.
Good afternoon.
My name is Wale Omolu Ashi from Ashi Kingdom in Okeo.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
I greet our guests. Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
About what we are discussing this afternoon, people have lost confidence in our security formation. They've lost confidence in them. And the law says we should not take laws into our hands.
Yes, very correct.
And when the security officer that's supposed to, security force that's supposed to arrest the criminal, they didn't arrest that criminal. And when the ordinary man arrests this criminal and is taken to the police station, we discover that the criminal may even leave the police station before the person that keep them there, which is not supposed to be so. There's a lot of faith in their custody. Look at this FM. What do you hear about that case again? So and the judiciary too, it didn't help. So that's the reason why people are now. That's the reason why we see these different kinds of security information by state government. So in the light of this, my advice to our government Southwest that they should gear up the families and the way they are going to back it up. These are Motekin, how they are going to be using weapons, because they are the only hope we have in Southwest now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It says they are the only hope.
The only hope.
And,
you can imagine.
Okay. Join the conversation if you may. Okay, another caller here. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to the program.
Ayo, Baba Yemi from Akpata.
Yes, sir.
We are talking about the regional self-help, like Amatekun. Remember, up to now as we speak, we cannot carry weapons.
Okay.
So how effective will that be?
Because essentially they are supposed to work in concert with the registered or established federal security agencies.
Is that giving us results? Because the destruction has to come from Abuja all the time. And that is why we are asking for state police. So as long as they continue to rely on the central police before they can do anything, forget about it. Nothing concrete can come out of it. I can bet it. That is one. If you look at what happened in Imo and other Southeastern states now, I think the federal government caused the problem. Because Operation Dance, Operation here and there, they are now wiser and now try to use guerrilla warfare. And that is not good for the country. Because as we speak, we have guerrilla warfare in all the northern states, now in the southeast. Now they want to come to the southwest and be arresting our human rights speakers here and there. It will happen here. As long as they continue to hunt the human rights speakers, they will continue to be guerrilla warfare and they can never win it. Ask Britain in Northern Ireland, have they won it?
What do you think? What do you think can be
The federal
done?
government is not helping the matter at all. So we need state police, not central. In fact, they are talking of decentralization. What will that achieve?
All right.
There will continue to be authority from Abuja, and that will not help us at all.
All right, thank you.
So let us have our state police. I'm listening.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for calling, sir. State police.
Yeah, that's the clamor.
Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. So, join the conversation if you would like to. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Those are the numbers. I was talking about this story. It's in the Vanguard of today. It says Imo monarch kidnapped with cabinet members, families. Okay. The traditional ruler of Umuezie community in Nguru, Abombaise local government area of Imo State, Eze Charles Iruegbu, has been kidnapped by suspected hoodlums terrorizing villagers around Okigwe zone of an Mbaise axis. Oh, wow. Okay. Vanguard in Owerri was told by an indigene in the area that the monarch was kidnapped Wednesday evening alongside his cabinet members who were returning home from a traditional wedding ceremony. It has come to that. Traditional rulers kidnapped. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Laskos.
Welcome to Talking Points on Splash FM. May we meet you, sir?
Yes. Please, my name is Ayodele. I'm calling from Iwo Road.
Yes, sir. Let's talk, sir.
Yeah, on the security issue, let me first greet the analyst or the person in the house. We see on security issue, this thing has started for a long time, and it seems that we try to just believe that it's just ordinary thing. You know, we watch on the internet. There was a time a full load of AK-47 was shown on this thing then on the internet. We look at it. I saw where even a full animal was training his wife how to shoot. And people are looking at this and they think that just let us look somewhere or take it off and not even counting it. We believe that it's ordinary and it's good. You see, the thing we've been saying that we are sitting on the keg of dynamite that can explode, and it's exploding right in our presence and all over the place. You know, Southwest used to be very safe before. People were moving lorry load of maybe people we don't even recognize. They were moving them to the Southwest. Nobody seems to even take cognizance of this and begin to look for a way to begin to identify people. Now they are in our forest everywhere. Now we are shouting. This thing will continue. And those people who are doing it, they have a reason for doing it. There's another thing. There's something that they are looking for. And if there is not taken, this thing will lead us to, it's not even going to be war. Guerrilla war everywhere that the government will not be able to control. And then everybody will be life will be at risk. Now, I want to travel to Osogbo now. I'm thinking of, if I travel now, am I going to be safe?
You are going to be safe. Ayodele, you are going to be safe. You are going to be safe. Just go to Osogbo and come back in peace.
Of course. Don't go at night. Don't go at night. By faith.
By faith.
Yeah, it's
by
okay.
faith I will go.
It's okay. Thank
now,
you.
what I want to say now is that the solution to it is state police. Look at what the police are doing now. Before they were rejecting Amatekun. Now, in Osogbo now, those who kidnapped, the police went to meet both Amatekun, the vigilante, the this. Whether in Oyo State or in Ogun State or in Osun, they are doing this now. Instead of them to accept this thing, so the federal government, we have lost hope in our police and our security system. Even myself, I have cases that are supposed to report to the police. I do not trust the police that they will do it well. I have to be quiet.
Ayodele, I remember I spoke with the chairman of the PCRC in Oyo State Command here. He said that when you can report to the police, he said that what you need to do is to report to the superiors rather than those on the lower rung of the ladder. So you understand what I'm trying to say?
I think I have that notion that I'll go and see a police, maybe the DPO, to explain my plight.
You get it.
So I can handle it from that place.
Exactly.
So this is just the situation. We are not. Let us just pray that we are safe, but don't let us look off. Don't let us take our eyes off this thing. Let us be shouting.
Right.
And let us let the government do the right thing. Right. Because the state, we are in a state of a chaotic situation that we don't know where we are going.
Ayodele, thank you very much for calling, Ayodele. Okay. Interesting. State police. Yeah. Everybody's saying state police. But you know that you also have a flood of arguments against state police. Of course, you know that, don't you?
Yeah, of course, I know. We are aware. But the truth of the matter is, okay, we have a call.
Let's pick a call. Let's attend to this caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name, sir?
Yeah, this is Odunayo.
Odunayo, okay, let's talk Odunayo.
Yeah, on the issue of this security, I think, I like all my first caller, the caller that they're saying, everybody have lost hope in Nigeria police. There's nothing, even that man that tells you go to the DPO, go to the AKO, go to the this and that. Before you get there, who will allow you to go and see the DPO? It's not the first thing first met before you get out send the DPO. You just get access to DPO direct. So but you should just beat around the bush. You come out straight. If the Amadeko or anybody try to rescue or try to save people from the bandits, this same police will be the that will release or to arrest the Amadeko. Okay. What are we talking about?
Odunayo.
We can't only go to airport. We have to help ourselves.
Odunayo. If wherever you are, if you go check on Google and just type in the DPO of your the information in your area, you will find phone numbers. You see, we always have this illusion of aloofness of the police. The police is very close to you. Sometimes we usually use information that we have not tested. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm not sure that they are far away. I belong to a lot of groups on WhatsApp. And regularly, some people will just circulate numbers of DPO, of DTO, this place, this division, and the rest of it. These numbers are everywhere. So it's not as if you need to do something special before you can get the contact of DPOs or DTOs or traffic officers and the rest of it. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Odunayo calling back. Sorry.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that, it's not that the matter of getting numbers is the problem. But what I'm telling you now is that the people we are going to report to are getting commands from Abuja, which leads. You can hear, if you read online, I read something on the line like that. They said, the Fulani said, these military people are in support. They have these security people. So there's nothing that you can report them or try to arrest them. The security will find a way of let them go.
Okay.
By the time they get the order from Abuja.
Odunayo, I understand what you're saying, but my question is, have you tried to do this thing?
Hello?
Are you listening to some people, or have you tried to do it by yourself? That's my own question. They say gunning a Fiji. They say seeing is different from being told. Yeah. You see, sometimes people can give you information, and I said that you need to test the information before you can say, I am most certain that this is true or not. So I hope you will do that, Odunayo. It will be good for all of us, indeed, if we can cooperate with these guys and also make them understand that we are together. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name?
Yeah, my name is Shay, Dr. Shay.
Dr. Shay, good to hear from you again.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you very much for this enlightenment and trying to make our society better. Sir, you talked about seeing, if I say believing, like going after you, but at times you might not need to actually say something. I'm so sorry to say that. Yeah, everything you said that we need to, I have the number of the DP of my own area actually. So I've called them before and he picked the call.
Okay.
It was late at night and he picked it actually. Yeah, at least I can actually give him kudos for that. Around that Pata area. Yeah, sure. But do you know that recently there has been a cases of kidnapping along this Idia area? Even on Tuesday, they still kidnapped some quarry workers.
Yes.
And do you know that? And recently they kidnapped one doctor, one veterinary doctor, and he said the kidnappers told him not to tell the policemen how much they actually paid as ransom. Can you decipher something from that? That the kidnappers said they shouldn't tell the policemen how much they paid them. And even when all the reports with the information I've been getting, in fact, because I know the person very well. The information I've been getting is that when you report to the policemen, what they always say is just go and find your way, just pay them, just pay the kidnappers and let your people be free, let your person be free. So if you hear something like that, it will even demoralize you. That why are they now? Why do you call them police? What are they enforcing? What are they protecting? Sometimes when we see the positive sides of the policemen or the law enforcers, their negatives are more than their positives.
Dr. Sheyi, Dr. Sheyi,
yes,
are you sure that you are not doing you are not just looking at the negatives? Almost on a daily basis, the police parades, kidnappers, criminals, and all that. They are doing their job, are they not? So
they are doing it. That was why I first said the positive aspect. When I first started, I said yes, I've called them before and I actually picked the call. Yeah. But nonetheless, okay, this scenario I just gave you now, sir, the area, I'm very sure that you must be familiar with so many kidnappings that have been going. Even on Tuesday, they still kidnapped 3 quarry workers there. But this Tuesday, the day before yesterday, they kidnapped, and they reported that the area police, they just told them to go and do what they can do to release those people. So looking at that, you will be demoralized. Okay, you said the person should travel to Osogbo. Yeah. And if you pray, you go with faith, my brother. At times, you need to watch and pray. You first watch before you even pray.
Okay, but it's not all doom and gloom now. It's not all doom and gloom.
Definitely, we see them. They parade them even at LA. I go to LA. I just enter the LA and I see them actually. Yes. They parade them. Yeah, I'm actually not condemning them.
So let's give them some credit, and then let's see how we can help them to become more effective.
Exactly,
it's for our own good as well. You understand that?
Definitely. I will shock you, sir. Anytime I'm passing, anytime I'm driving, and a policeman actually asks me that, sir, anything for the boys. Sincerely, if I have anything, I give them. I don't even complain because I give them kudos for what they are doing.
Okay,
it's not easy. I'm telling you.
So, Dr. Sheyi, I want to challenge you. You are a medical practitioner, right?
Yes, sir.
I want to challenge you. So when the federal government eventually increases your hazard allowance, organize your fellow doctors and, drop some percentage of the hazard allowance and donate it at the police formation in your area.
Well, unfortunately, I work as a private person, actually.
Oh, okay.
All right. What you said is actually good anyways.
All right, thank you very much for calling.
You, sir. All right, sir. Yes, sir.
So, me, I want to see more of that, really.
Exactly. The truth of the matter is our security starts with us.
Yes.
We should understand that. And of course, these people are doing well. We know that there are places, aspects in which they have to do more. But of course, they are doing well. And I must say this concerning the monarch in Imo State that was kidnapped. I think that's an attack on our culture. That's an attack on our identity. Because if the custodian of our culture, the voice of the oracle, the intermediary between the gods and the people is being kidnapped, is not safe. Are we not calling for the wrath of the gods?
These people are no more afraid of the gods.
I'm scared myself. If the monarch is not save himself, the monarch.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. Of course, very, very unfortunate. We should really watch that.
All right. So 0809 155 1055 0805 699 8678 and 07069 493 3000. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name, please?
My name is SB. I'm Gordon from Market.
Yes, sir.
Did you listen to the comments of the Alafin when he came to meet the governor?
Yes, I did.
Oh, all right. And do you listen to Edmond Obilo's program on Saturday?
I did.
Okay. You get what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about, Mr. Aboduri?
No, we have to be sincere. Sincerely speaking, the police has not been living up to expectations. Take it or leave it.
Okay.
If you listen to farmers who went to report this herdsmen to them, you will pity the people in this part of the country. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Aboduni. Okay, we're speaking in parables anyway.
It wasn't clear. He said you understand what I'm saying, even when he hasn't said anything.
Okay, let's see if we can squeeze in one more call before we say our bye-byes for today. 0809 155 1055 0805 699 8678 and 07069 493 3000. That call is here. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Mike.
Good afternoon.
Wale Omuluwashi from Ashi Kingdom again. Permit me to talk about what Dangote said this morning in the news. We heard that in the news that people want security and they don't want to pay VAT. They don't want the government to increase fuel price. Why are we not going to reduce the governance, the cost of governance to build up security? They should reduce the cost of governance. Senators should reduce their cost of governance. Government should reduce president. All the parastatals in the government, they should reduce their government costs and put it on security. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So he's talking about, when Dangote says, people don't want to pay tax. Mr. Wale here says that those in government should reduce, their salaries.
Exactly.
I've always been thinking about this matter. Whenever we say Nigerians pay tax, we always pointing to the other side, or those who are in government and all that. What about us?
Yeah, exactly. We should look within us. How many of us are really paying tax? And you see, a tax-paying society is a progressing society. Because if you're putting your money down, you will want to find out what are they doing with my fund. It's very, very important. We don't have that culture here. And of course, we must tell our people. It's not every time that we'll come around and blame the government and blame the people in government. But the truth of the matter is we must be responsible. Even with funds, we should pay our tax. I think I'm laying that. I'm re-emphasizing that we should pay our tax.
All right. So when you pay, you have the confidence to ask questions.
To ask questions. I paid this. What did you do with my money?
Yeah.
But you see so many people that's what I've been saying on politics.
So you don't care.
You don't care. People that did not even come out to vote, you complain about governance. When it's time for you to show your political power, where were you? So we have a lot of things to discuss. We have a lot of things to do and to talk about, even the citizenry. That's the truth of the matter.
All right. The truth of the matter is we have to go now.
That's a bigger truth.
Okay, thank you for coming.
It's always my pleasure, Michael.
The job is done for today. But a news update in a moment. After that, game on. Kate, already in the building. My name is Michael Olatunbosun. I'd like to ask you to do everything within your power to make this nation better. Please do not dump refuse in the waterways. And pay your taxes, please. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Splash FM 105.5.